Woof, I said, as you started the car. Hooray, I said, it's my first time afar. The scents we were passing were all new to me, for it was my first introduction to this mystery. As we got out of the car, I embraced you with joy. After all, you remembered to bring my favorite toy. You threw it once or twice, of which I retrieved, but on the third it seemed you were ready to leave. You threw it long and hard, and I chased it like lightning. But when I turned to bring it back, I saw a sight quite frightening. I gripped my toy hard as I tried to comprehend what it was I did wrong to make our relationship end. You walked back to your car as I sat there still loyal. Why am I subservient and you so royal?
No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
About how many stray animals do you find every year?
Oh my goodness. Me personally, or how many animals throughout Hong Kong?
How about you start up with you personally, and then go on to tell how
Okay.
many.
I consider stray an animal that does not have a collar, that is not with anybody, that I see running loose by itself, either on the streets or in the woods, etc. I would say easily I see a few hundred a year. Easily. That being said, the government kennels euthanize, put to sleep, over 25,000 animals every year. Over 25,000. Now, those are the ones that are considered stray. Unfortunately, they didn't always start out that way. These are very often dogs that people have abandoned, turned out in the streets. For whatever reason, they just decide to give up on them, and they turn them loose. So when we think stray animals, I need to make sure that everybody understands that we clarify these are not just local dogs. You know, the Chinese dog is called Tongao. These are not just mongrels. These are not just mixed breeds.
Your engine started, and you peeled out into the night. You didn't even care about my overwhelming fright. As I sat in my pose, determined you would come back, the sun faded behind me while the surroundings turned black. Day after day, I stayed in that park, lying, waiting, too feeble to bark. As I lay there dying, thinking of you, master, I asked myself how I got into this horrifying disaster.
You began to wonder why you came. Where did I go wrong?
And how do you think would you solve this issue?
100% education. 100%. We're expats. We move. We move a lot. And very often we say, oh gosh, but we're going to be here for a couple of years. Please, can we get a dog? Please, can we get a cat? Please, can we get something? And you do. And then one day someone makes the phone call and says, okay, time to leave Hong Kong. And the families go, oh, well, what am I going to do with the animals? Well, what do you mean You've brought that animal in to be a part of your family. You made the commitment when you took the animal in to care for it for the rest of its life, not this temporary situation until your situation changes. With the education process, just that situation alone, we teach people.
With my last breath of life, I whispered your name. Then I collapsed in a heap, overrun by pain. Why didn't you love me, master? Why didn't you care? Had I no significance? Was I just a clump of hair? I stayed there, master, and I waited for you. I guess taking care of me was just too much to do. I'm gone now, master. No more, you and I. But what I can't figure out is why you didn't even say goodbye.
And it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction.